Hello and welcome to a new video from Digidesignresort. My name is Monia and this month we are on our creative world tour to the Caribbean, where we create some really fun things for your summer vacation. Even if it's a past one or if you go on holiday in your mind, it doesn't matter. We create our own travel journal where you can store all your holiday planning as well as your holiday memories. In this video, I show you how bookbinding works from start to finish, and at the end, you'll have your own travel journal. You can find all the papers and embellishments you need to decorate your journal in the link below under the video. You can of course print the papers and elements as often as you wish and create as many books as you like. Beside that, you'll also get written tutorials you can follow step by step to create your own book and everything that goes into such a unique journal like a notepad or a mini album. So now, without any further ado, before we get started, please subscribe to our channel, click the little bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video, and hit the like button. So here is all the material we need for our book. It's not a very easy project, but with a little bit of practice you can do that totally fine. So what I have here is some adhesive tape and also the book itself, and I'm going to start with that one. And here is the material I need later to decorate my book. That is from the digital scrapbooking kit, A Fresh Start. I have put them on a paper, on a PDF for you, and on a silhouette file, so you can cut them out, or you use whatever cutting machine you have, and then you can use it to decorate the whole book. And I also have the paper from that kit, and that is what we're going to use as a cover paper and for the inside. So what we need first is a cardstock, and this is a cardstock. It has 11.5 by 16.7 centimeters, and we need 2 of them for left and right. And for the middle part, we need this stripe here. It has, of course, also 16.7 by 2.5. And then we need in the middle to cover it all, so that's how it will look later. And this is 15.5 by 3.8, because we need to cover these areas here and have our paper on this piece of paper. We have to sew it on it. And I'm going to show you how to use this machine from We Are Memory Keepers. You can see here We Are Memory Keepers. I'm going to link them, and you can easily make this piece here then and make the holes inside to get your paper on this stripe of paper. And then later we are going to decorate it with some stamps and with photos and whatever. So just you know what you can expect here. So now I need to get rid of all this because I need some space here. So, and we start with one piece of paper on the back. We don't need that one right now. And what we do first is we glue it on the back paper. So just to make sure you know already, we need some space here because later we need to flip it together, and then means we need some space between those. So you need to be careful. You see now here I just have such a stripe and here I have much more. So I need to make sure it's nearly in the middle. It doesn't matter really that much, but I need a bit of space because I need to flip it over so we have a nice edge here. Okay, that's what we're going to start with, and I'm using adhesive tape for that. I'm going to put the adhesive tape all around here and over that here. And then I also use a glue stick and put it here on top as well, just to make sure it's really on the paper on here. Okay, let's get started. The nice thing about this adhesive tape is that I don't need a skizzer. I just need my fingers to get it through. Also, just as a tip, make sure it's not overlapping here, or you have a hard time to get the stripe off. So just putting that here between these two. So, and whenever you're finished here, make sure you go over it with your bone folder, just to make sure you really have it gluing on your cardstock here. Okay, so for now, next one. So now we need to peel off the whole thing, and I think that's the hardest part, to get this peeled off here. But here the bone folder is also a huge help. If you really press it on it, and it's much easier to get these stripes off here. Okay, we have the 3 parts now, and I'm just positioning them. You see it's a bit hard because of all the glue here. And what I do now is I put a little bit of the glue stick in the middle. Again, make sure you have some space on the left and right. It doesn't have to be 100% straight, it doesn't matter that much. But what matters is that you have some space between these two. At least in the width of the cardstock. So this is what you need here. Okay. Make sure you really glue it onto the background. And let me show you how it looks so far. And you see it looking pretty good. Here you can already go over with your bone folder, or we are going to wait a second until we have the rest glued here over. So you see, I need to fold it a bit. Okay, so now we need to flip that over, and to make that 100% well, get it really well over here, we better fold it with a bone folder once again. It's kind of pre-folding, so we need to get rid of the edges as well. So we first lap it over. Okay, now we need to get rid of the edges. So just make it a bit round, don't be too straight here, just, you know, we need to get rid of it, and then we flap the whole thing over. You also see it's not alike. Here is a bit more space in here, but that doesn't matter. We are going to put the inside over it later. So. Okay, so you can see what we are going to do. The main thing is that you cover that here. And that is what it is. It is covered, and when that works, we can go ahead. So what we do now is, again, we use our adhesive and add it here. And don't forget to use your bone folder. If there are some edges, we get rid of them, of course. Be careful when you have something like that, so it doesn't fit here anymore and whole stripe, but it's better to have it. So what we are doing is we really make it glue, get rid of that, and then put one over it. So you see, I'm going to add another stripe here. life a bit easier. Cut the edges before you peel it off. Easier. Okay, now we can flip that over. So once again, make sure it's really here on the edge and then pull it over. And we do the same here on the other side before we turn to those. So we have 2 stripes already here, so we just need to get rid of these. So that's it, we have the cover ready. So you see now how important it is to have enough space here so we can really turn it over. Okay, so this is not what we need right now. I'm going to put that aside. And now I believe that's a tricky part. So I have this machine here to really get the punches right, and for that I first need to make it here in the middle, and then we put it over here to have the other 3, because we have 3 piles of paper and we all need to sew them on this little piece of paper. So that is the tricky part. So first we need the middle of this. Okay, once that is done, you decide where you want to punch it. And what I'm going to do now, here are holes with black stroke around it. And so I leave some here, some space here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here the same 1, 2, 3, 4, and I punch it here, and I punch it here, and now we need another hole here, and then we need another set here in the middle. So we have now our hole here, so I put it here, and now we have some left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means we need to have it here and here. These 2 are also have to be punched. So now it's not 100% because that doesn't work, but it's okay, it doesn't really matter. I just you know, to have it looking nice a bit. So now we need to get that over here, this one, and once again I put that thing on it, turn it around. So now we need to find where we already punched it, and then we punch on the right and left again. Okay, so the end result is something like that. And what we now need is we need to go over here, because we don't need all these holes, we just need a few of them. That is just to really have it in the middle, because you know this little machine is obviously for more than these, so don't worry about that, you don't see that anymore later. So now we have a lot of holes here, so we are going to add that now here, and we use the middle one and one on the right and the left, and we cover the other ones with the inner paper. So what we are going to do now is we sew, and that is what is already comes with this We Are Memory Keepers punch thing, and this is what we use now. So next thing is we need to get the holes also here in our piece of paper here, and that is what we are going to use that for now. So I put that in the middle, and then I use my pencil. I'm sure there are better solutions for that, but you know, that's how I figured it works now for me. And now I'm going to go through the holes with my pencil so it's marked on the other side. I need two in the middle as well. Obviously it didn't go through. Okay, once it's done, you put it here again. So now I can see where I need to stitch through the paper. I believe it's more or less the hardest part here. So let's get the holes inside. Okay, and now the third one as well, same thing. Pile of paper, your template, make your dots, and put it on here again. As I said, most probably there are more elegant solutions, but it works, and this part stresses me the most, so I believe it's the best just to get it done. So next thing is we need to start sewing. Here's a needle. So we start in the middle. So now you see here my my dots from the pencil, but we can rub that off later, so no worries about that. Okay, so two are inside already, and what we need to do later when we have number 3 added, we need to cut it again. But for now we need to add the third pile of paper, and yeah, that's what we're going to do now. Once again, I use this here as the amount of yarn I need here. So it's just one. I have yarn for 2, so I don't need that much anymore. Since we started in the middle, make sure you add it on the right side now, not one on the left again, so it would look pretty strange. So going to add that. You know, these are all the mistakes I already made, so I'm telling you about those. And you see, it doesn't fit right now. So we first need to position it correctly. So that's pretty much it. We now need to get it into the book. So next step, I have sewn it here on that sheet of paper, and now we need to glue that into our book cover. So to do that, we need to measure the whole thing. So I place it here in the middle, and I guess I will place that first, and then I'm going to measure that to make it out of this paper. So let's use our adhesive again. So once again, foam fuller. So we are going to place that here in the middle. Okay, so and now we need to cover that piece here and put something on it, and on the other side as well. So for that, of course, once again, we need our adhesive. Be really close to the paper here, so you have that really covered, and that's important. And now in the next step, we are going to measure how much paper we need to cover the whole thing. So that's why I first put now the adhesive tape here, so I can better say how much paper I need. So we do the same on the other side, but first I want to show you. I'm going to use the same paper. The great thing about digital papers is that I can print them out as often as I want to. You don't have to buy it again or use another one. I have printed out another one, but I think I'm going to use that on the inside as well. You see, that would look really nice as well, but I decided to use the other one. So I'm going to measure now how much I need, and I'll leave a little bit of space. It's about 16 centimeters by, I really go close here, by 12, so 16 by 12.2. So, and that is what we are going to cut now. So here is our 12.2, and now we need the 16, and I guess here's how we go, just to make a dot here somewhere. Okay, that's the inside. So you see, it fits perfectly. Now when I close it, you see what happens. It moves a bit to the front, so I'm going to cut that off. Be sure you do the same, or you go really in here. But try it first. You see, it's better to try than to just do it and then you see it's not working. So I'm getting rid of 1 centimeter here. I could just tell you the measurements, but I want you to really measure it, because it can always be a little bit different. So it's maybe just 0.5 centimeter or something like that, but that's already enough to make it look not as nice as it should, or it could look actually. So let's cut that off. A centimeter doesn't hurt, it's quickly done, so why not do it? So now I need to get rid and peel all these things off as usually. So let's see it. You see, it works just fine, and half of that is done already. So now we need to add the next part here. Same thing. Where's the adhesive? So again, we are going to measure that. It should be really similar, but who knows? You see, now it's 12.1 or something. So I'm going to make it a bit smaller, like 11.5, something like that. And here it's 16. Yeah, 16 by 11.5. You see, it looks really good. And now we want to decorate it. And you know, it's a travel journal, so there should be some bags here in it, so we can put in tickets or whatever you find on your holidays, and to preserve it. And for now we are going to decorate that, and we are going to do that in another video because I believe it's too much already. It's a very long one. So I thought I'm going to put it like that. I'm going to layer it a bit, so this is on the bottom and this on the top, and then the arrow is going to point a little bit down, and then I'm going to add this here to the bottom. And I want to use my stamps and put something like, I want to put travel journal on it, so that's why I'm doing it here now. So maybe that comes here on the bottom and that on the top, or the other way around. We're going to see, but for now you see it's getting pretty full, so we need to decide whether we use this arrow or not. I believe it's better to use it not. So we start like this. What we also can do, we can put it a little bit over the edge and just cut it off later. And I guess that's what I'm going to do now, and decide later what else I can add here. So what we need is our glue stick. You can also use adhesive, of course, but I think it's okay to use glue stick here because it's paper on paper, so that should work. Okay, as I said, we cut that off later. I first want to start stamping. So it shouldn't be 100% straight. It shouldn't be really, just on it somehow. So here's my stamp pad, and I already put all the stamps I need here on top. Guess I turn it around so you can see. So now I thought of adding some stamps, and I already put them here, but I believe it's full enough. It looks good as it is, but if you wanted, you could add some of the flowers here, daffodil here, so it might look nice, but I'm going to leave it as it is for now, I think. Maybe later when or maybe just one, just a little one here. To have that stamped here, it might look nice. I also like the mixed media stuff here. You can of course decorate it completely different, but that's how I do it now. And I put them here to see if that works, and maybe just a little bit. And you see, it's now the other way around, and it doesn't work anymore like that. So maybe I use the other one I have here. So you need to be really careful about that. So we're going to add that one on top and that one here, and that's it. I first try it. Yeah. Okay, that's it. As I said, I'm going to cut the rest off, and then we are done with our journal. So as I said, we are done with the trickiest part, but now we are diving right into the fun, and we are creating some notepads and some mini books which all go into our travel journal. So I see you in the next video.